Welcome everyone to a new episode of Rafa's Toy Studio, the place where I get to talk about those toys that everyone should check out. And right now, I'm very excited to share some of the figures that I've recently bought that go back to a TV show that I loved so much. And I share this with a lot of people as well. Many people really love this show. Thank you, Akira Toriyama, for making one of the greatest battle animes, science fiction, fantasy, comedy, martial arts shows of all time. Today I'm going to share the great defenders of the planet Earth, the Dragon Ball Z fighters. I remember going to my grandma's house as a little kid and watching Dragon Ball Z in Spanish on Telemundo. And there was something fascinating about these characters, these aliens that came to Earth and, they fought all the time and they were always getting into trouble from, fighting frost demons to evil actual magic incantations to the androids that came and tried to destroy the Earth. It always looked like something bad was happening and these guys had to come around and save the Earth. And regardless if it was them coming back to life because of the Dragon Balls, going on adventure, we can say that Goku and Vegeta and Trunks and Krillin and Yamcha and Piccolo and all these other characters have gone through so many adventures together just to save us time and time again. And this is one of those shows that I can kind of talk to my friends about and we all remember, oh, where were you when Frieza, blew up Namek? Where were you when Goku did his Spirit Bomb for the first time? This is that show that, kind of brought people together and we really enjoyed watching these cartoon characters just get into fights again and again. And so I'm excited to share some of these old memories and toys that really allow me to recreate some of my favorite moments and scenes from the actual TV show. So let's get started. First of all, we have the Banpresto S Culture's Big Budokai 5 Dragon Ball Z characters. On the left, I have my Super Saiyan Son Goku Battle Action Figure Collectible standing at 8.7 inches. He's a pretty big toy. And on the right, I have my Dragon Ball Z Super Vegeta Battle Action Figure Collectible at 5.7 inches because he's more at an angle, as you can see from his awesome kicking action. Now, both of these toys aren't very articulate. They don't move a lot. They're meant to be statuesque, and that's what I like about them. You can display them, but they're in awesome battle poses. Goku's ready to show a Ki Blast, and he's very battle damaged from his torn pants to his cuts and scrapes all over his body. And Vegeta, coming from the Super Ascended Saiyan, overtly buff. This is when he faces Imperfect Cell, but very articulated in the sense of the face. I mean, the detail is so good, the paint is so good, everything about these toys really puts you into the mode of these are Dragon Ball Z characters come to life, and that's what's so cool about them. Again, they don't necessarily move, they don't have any joints, but the fury that you can see within their faces, everything, I mean, he's gonna fuck you up. That's what this is, and I think the immersive quality is really good within these figures. Next up, we have the also very beautiful, very detailed, not many joint having statues of my Piccolo and Goku toys. Both of these are part of the Bandai Tamashii Nation's Figuarts Zero line. And here I got on the right, I have the Son Goku Genki Dama Spirit Bomb action figure collectible standing at 6.8 inches. This is the Goku that's battle damaged, specifically when he faces Frieza on Namek during the Frieza saga, and kind of a lot of the cool details. They come with these cool stands that showcase basically the dust that settles around them when they're charging up to the next level of what they're trying to ultimately perceive. On the other side, I have my Bandai Tamashii Nation's Figuarts Zero Dragon Ball Z Piccolo action figure collectible. I have a lot of Saiyans, but I'm very happy to have a Piccolo as well, because Piccolo was the loner. He was the badass of the group. He's the one that stuck around when the Saiyans got too strong, and he stuck around. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna kick some ass, and that's what I really like about this Piccolo in general. And so I'm very happy to have a toy of him in all of his special beam cannon action pose that he has. The Piccolo came with two hands. I lost the other hand. It's an open palm, but having him be able to have his two fingers out, that works just as well. Son of the great demon King Piccolo Jr. here is just look at the detail from the cape all the way to his purple pants, the gi. the lines specifically in his arms, all of this detail is perfect. The fangs, the face, ready to punch you. This looks like Piccolo come out of the comic pages or TV show to mess you up. The Goku, on the other hand, is also really cool because, I mean, this is the Goku that creates the spirit bomb. This is the one when you were a little kid, you put your hands in the sky. Don't lie, you know you did it. And you gave him your energy so he could defeat whether it was Frieza or whether it was Kid Buu. He was there to make sure that he was going to save the Earth, and you were going to do your part to help him. And everything about these toys are awesome. Again, they allow you to immerse yourself into the Dragon Ball Z, episodes, and that's what I really like about these. They don't have to move because they already move my heart. The Japanese Banpresto company also came out with these awesome DFX Chozoshu series Dragon Ball Z Vegeta figure and Trunks figure. Both of them standing at about 5.1 inches. Like father, like son, when Trunks first came out, you thought to yourself, who is this purple-haired bastard and what's he doing facing off against Mecha Frieza? Trunks was the original badass time traveler that came out just to save the day. And, everything about future Trunks coming to the present was really, really cool. Vegeta was always my favorite character. Having him slowly become a better person, I guess, whatever you want to call it, really spoke volumes to me as a kid. And, his rivalry with Goku was always really, really cool. So having both of these figures is also very special to me because, of course, you can't have a Dragon Ball Z collection without having at least the Trunks. And I really enjoy having, bad boy Vegeta here. Too cool to care in his standard, Saiyan armor without the long shoulder pads as shown during the Raditz era. Here we have a more, down to earth, more pissed off Vegeta, but he's a little bit more calmer. Both of these toys highly detailed. I love that Trunks is keeping up with the purple hair, with the new Dragon Ball Super show that came out, he's rocking the blue hair to look more like Bulma, which makes sense, but I like this classic, muscle-bound Trunks. I really enjoy that both of them aren't Super Saiyan. We see them in Super Saiyan too much, so I like them both being in their normal forms, which I think is really cool. But again, very highly detailed. Everything about these toys showcased here. I mean, the detail is really, really brought out. That looks like Vegeta. Look how pissed off he is. That's Vegeta. And then Trunks, being so cool. So cool, calculated, everything that I want, perfect in these toys. And they come in these really, really cool boxes. So, just kind of repping these. Please, as you continue to make these toys, have them come out with these awesome boxes. I really appreciate it. The Banpresto company also made these really adorable little Gokus and Vegetas, specifically from the Dragon Ball Kai WCF World Collectible Figures. I got two sets of them. One is from the episode of Buu Volume 1. I got the Super Saiyan Goku, the one that's dead during the World Tournament, and then Super Saiyan Majin Vegeta, which I think is really sweet. Both of them standing at 3 inches. And on the right side, I also have the Dragon Ball Kai WCF Resurrection of F Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Super Saiyan God Goku, which, again, awesomeness. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. There's only so many words in the English language that can showcase how you feel about certain things. And I mean, these are adorable. They have the likeness. Goku looks a little bit evil specifically here, but I mean, still pretty cool. Now that they're adding to the actual lore of Dragon Ball, I'm very excited that, they have these blue-haired Super Saiyan gods. So I think that's really sweet as well, and a great addition to the collection. Now, besides these, of course, it's not a collection without, again, showcasing my Trunks. And this Trunks right here is part of the Tamashii Buddies Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Trunks figure, and he came with a cool backdrop, specifically the planet Namek. Also, these toys don't move. They're meant for display. They're meant to look cool on your shelves. And so, now I have a Trunks as well with all my other Saiyans. So, really showcases, really cool. And then I have this old toy here. Gohan, growing up, again, one of my favorite characters. Everyone says Gohan fell off after the Frieza saga. Okay, well, I'm sorry that he decided to go get an education. But Gohan was still always the best. And this toy, I don't believe this is my figure. Caleb, if you're watching, I think this one's yours. I think you let me borrow him a long time ago, and now I found him. So if you ever want him back, I have him. But for now, he's part of my collection. So here, I had to look it up, but this is the Funimation Jakks Pacific Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Gohan figure that's from the World Tournament saga. This is when, he's rocking the black and he's Super Saiyan, and he comes with dog chewing action. As you can see, his hand has been chewed here, and even bits of his face. But this toy is the only one that I have that can move. He has a couple of points of articulation. He can move his shoulders, nothing in the elbows. He can move his knees. He can move his legs, and he can move his head. So we have that. But I really like this toy because he's been part of a lot of battles. Caleb, you had a Majin Buu also that I used to have him fight all the time, but I can't find him, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I can't show you my awesome Majin Buu. But this episode's about the Z fighters, so I wouldn't show him anyway. But also really sweet. And so again, these are my Dragon Ball Z fighter toys that I currently have. I'm gonna get more of them. I know I am. I need a Tien. I need a Krillin. I really want a Hercule. I don't have any of the really cool Figuarts toys, the ones that have like the 4 different hands and different heads. But I will. But right now, I mean, like I said, I've been collecting these little statues because they have everything that I want. They have the likeness to the characters. The faces are surreal. The battle damage is real. It shows me everything that I loved growing up and watching these characters to begin with. I mean, part of the reason that I have this channel is to, be nostalgic and enjoy the things that I have, but also to remember all of the awesome memories that I've had being at my grandma's house and, seeing Vegeta and Goku try to fight Cell, having Trunks there, seeing the androids for the first time, having that crush that I had on Android 18, having these toys, seeing Vegeta turn into Majin Vegeta for the first time, thinking Buu was this fat creature, like what the hell is he doing here? Always enjoying Gohan, thinking that Krillin needed a little bit more things to do, and then of course the Yamcha meme, everyone saying, oh, Yamcha dies too much, whatever. But these toys especially show me that I'll never be a complete adult. I'll always have that little kid within me because I love my Dragon Ball Z, and a lot of people in this earth feel the same way. So please go out, find these toys. If you have the old Jack Specific toys, please play with them. If you have the new ones, if you're collecting these awesome new figures, please pick them up because they look awesome on your shelves. They look good to just play with in general. And I mean, just sometimes, being in the office and looking at these figures, it reminds me of exactly why I do this. And it's, for the stories, not just in life, but also from the things that you read and you see. And I think that's very, very important. So as always, 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 always remember, enjoy the plastic.